Have you ever seen one of these before? I just got this in. It's known as a VHD, or Video High Density. And this was actually a competitor to Laserdiscs in the 1980s. This one dates back to 1987, and it's a pretty heavy thing. It's about the weight of a double album, and it's about 12 inches high, about 10 inches wide. And it has a really good cover, much better than a lot of the RCA Live LP covers. And you do get some other goodies as well with this, as it's a Japanese release, and I'll show those to you in a moment, but I just want to show the actual thing itself first. So it comes in this big plastic caddy, it's called, and the way that this works is you have to insert the caddy into the player, and the disc will come out of the top here, and inside here is a 10-inch black disc, and it plays both sides, and the first side is about 41 minutes and the second side is 52 minutes. On the label here it tells you all the songs that are on this VHD. There appear to be about 24 songs, and when you've watched the first side, what you have to do is put the caddy back into the player. The disc will go back inside the caddy. You then turn it over, put it back into the player. The disc will be removed again, and it will play side 2. And it's quite clever because on the back here there's a little window in the middle, and the label explains that if there's a white line visible in this little window, that means that side 1 was the last side to be played. And you can in fact see a white line in there. So let's go back to the rest of the package. So this is actually a slipcase. The text title in Japanese on the spine there. And there's the back. Some more color photos from the On Tour documentary. And again, it lists all the songs in English. Down here it mentions that this is the original theatrical version, and then it has a few Japanese notes here written by, I think this guy was the president of the Japan Elvis Presley fan club, and he points out the rather curious coincidence that 1977 plus 8 plus 16 is 2001. So let's see what else you got with that. It also came with this insert, which folds out like this. And in fact, it contains all the words to the songs in English and the photos that you can see there. And again, it also has song titles and even the crew names in English as well. But one thing I really like about this particular VHD is it came with this little discography, CD discography. And I remember this dates back to 1987, so there weren't really many Elvis CDs available at the time. And this little pamphlet here is promoting the We Love Elvis 3 CD set, a Japan only 3 CD compilation. I've got that set coming, so when I get it I'll do a video on that because it's quite interesting. And this also folds out, and on the inside there's just a few notes about Elvis, and then it folds out again, and here you can see information about some CDs. So on the left side, the We Love Elvis compilation, and it also has the Memphis record and the first Essential Elvis compilation, and the Sun CD and LP collection as well. And on the back it has a picture of the statue, Elvis statue, that used to be outside the Elvis store in Tokyo. The Elvis store in Tokyo is no more, and so the statue was moved over to a coastal area, and where it is today I'm not sure. And there's a list of the Elvis CDs that were available at that time, going from Rocker down to Always on My Mind and Reconsider. Elvis Sings Lonely Ballads, that's Always on My Mind. Now it's all very well having one of these, but I don't have a player to play it in. So I'll have to make do with this one here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.